続きまして、炭鉱大学米国研究所教授、陳一新先生にご講演いただきます。陳一新先生は、アメリカコロンビア大学にて博士号を取得され、現在は炭鉱大学米国研究所にて教授をされております。主な研究分野は、政治学、アメリカの外交政策や政府体系、それから国際政治経済になります。それでは、陳一新先生、どうぞよろしくお願いいたします。
Okay. Thank you. Thank you for your introduction. It's my pleasure and my honor to be here. Actually, last time I came to Okinawa was last month. And last time I came here with my wife, and I told my wife it may be the last time to be here. But actually, I'm wrong. You never say never. You never say it's the last time. Actually, a few days later, I received the email from Okinawa Prefecture government, which invited me to be here to present a PowerPoint and discussing security affairs with all of you. I think it's my pleasure to be here, and I'd like to share my ideas. A couple of months ago, a Chinese scholar, a female professor, female doctor, came to my office, and we had a discussion. He raised the question, why United States criticized Vietnam when we criticized China, saying that China's dispatch of its oil drilling platform to the South China Sea is a kind of proactive action, and while strongly supporting Vietnam, because she said she could understand very well that why the United States strongly supports Japan. Even President Obama even said that the fifth clause of U.S.-Japan Security Treaty would be applied to Senkaku Islands. But she could not understand why the United States criticized China when China dispatched one or two oil drilling platform, because there are so many platform, maybe thousands, or at least hundreds of platforms in the South China Sea. This question actually excited my curiosity. So as a scholar, we always try to find a theory, or at least a theoretical framework to account for or interpret the international affairs. In today's presentation, I will skip most of the discussion on U.S. rebalancing Asia policy. Instead, I will focus my interpretation of such activities in Asia. I will say my theoretical framework or theory can be traced back to the second half of the 19th century, okay, when the United States missionaries were anxious to move to China to bring Christian and Western ideas to the Chinese. Simply put, I think the United States missionary preferred to save the souls of the Chinese people at that time, and this religious trust was accompanied by an economic trust by many American manufacturers, industrialists, and businessmen. They came to China at the same time, and in the later 19th century, John Jay, Secretary of State, announced its open door policy, which was welcomed by the Chinese people. So I will say that this is the first wave of religious idealism and geo-economic political realism in the starting from late 19th century. And I will say after the Chinese communists took over China, the United States decided to shift its target from China to Republic of China, Taiwan, Japan, South Korea, and the SATO member states. So the first wave ended in 1949, and the second wave started in 1950. And the second wave has witnessed Korean War, Vietnam War, and the collapse of the Soviet Union. So the second wave ended in 1991. Starting from 1992, sorry, I put 2000, actually it's 1992. Okay, the third wave started when President George Bush presented to promote the defense structure strategy in the Asia-Pacific region. But President George Bush didn't implement his policy because he was defeated by Bill Clinton. Bill Clinton promoted his constructive engagement and enlargement of democracy as his main policy in the Asia-Pacific region. And after Clinton, we have George W. Bush's hedging strategy. And now Barack Obama has promoted its rebalancing Asia policy. Okay, so we will put more emphasis to interpret the third wave of integrated religious idealism and geopolitical, economic, political realism. Okay, we could find. Okay, all U.S. president supported Japan's administrative power in the Senkaku Island, but none of the U.S. president had demonstrated his support as President Obama. Where President Obama has demonstrated even stronger support to Japan, and then his predecessors. So we could see that we could see President Obama has made even more efforts to promote the third wave, the third wave of religious idealism and geopolitical, geo-economic political realism. Okay, many may wonder why the United States is determined to change, to transform the communist regime like Vietnam. Okay, many may wonder the United States efforts may be made in vain. It's true, but we know, as we witnessed, the Americans have rich experience in transforming a communist regime into democratic regime, as shown in the Eastern Europe. Okay, so Vietnam may be the new Vietnam people, maybe the new people which United States wanted to save their souls. And how has Vietnam responded to U.S. efforts? We could see U.S. President Obama and Dong Thanh Sang, President of the Socialist Republic of Vietnam, launched the U.S.-Vietnam Comprehensive Partnership in July 2013. And later on, Prime Minister Nguyen Tan Dong pointed out that Vietnam should not heavily depend on China's economy in June 2013. Of course, we know Vietnam has heavily depend on China's market and economy. But Vietnam's prime minister would try every possible means to change the current status. And we could see Vietnam Communist Party Secretary General Nguyen Phu Trong, who is the #1 leader in Vietnam, said that Vietnam should prepare for all possibilities ahead of it, including war. #4's leader, Nguyen Sinh Hong, chairman of National Assembly, heavily criticized China's illegal actions in the East China Sea. Okay, now, in the past, Vietnam leaders are divided into two camps. One is pro-China, like Vietnam president and Vietnam prime minister. And now, and the other two are pro-China camp. Now, it seems that they have reached a consensus among themselves. So, I think China may be aware that the current situation is very difficult to control, and China may believe that China and the United States, all United States' partners like Vietnam and all allies as like the Philippines may be at the brink of war. Given such a high tension, I think either side may have to back down. Otherwise, there may be conflict at least, or even it could be escalated to war. So in the end, I will say the third wave of integrated religious idealism and the geo-economic political realism could help account for U.S. strong support of Japan, Vietnam, and the Philippines. The success of Obama's rebalancing Asia policy would to some extent rely upon whether the third wave of integrated religious idealism and the geo-economic political realism could further be promoted. And my third finding is that given the current high tension in the South China Sea, either side, either China or Vietnam or United States will have to back down. Otherwise, a conflict or a war may not be avoided. Okay, I will stop here and welcome your comments and questions. Thank you.
陳一新先生、ありがとうございました。